Welcome to the Enquirer's Corner. This is episode 3. Today, I would want to talk about time, the greatest revealer of all things. Today's episode is about time, because whether we like it or not, time has entered the conversation and it has its receipts. This past week has been one of the very defining moments of my life, where I have been in my highest highs and in my very lowest lows. And of all those periods, one thing kept occurring to me: time, the greatest revealer of all things. And I wrote a couple of things down that I would want to read out. I might not be able to explain all, but I think it should be self-explanatory to you, my listeners, and to you, my viewers. Time is the greatest revealer of all things. Time reveals intention. Time reveals truth. Time exposes what is genuine and what was only ever built on illusion. As I moved through the week, I found myself thinking deeply about the role time plays in the lives of men and women. Not just as something we measure with clocks and calendars, but as something that tests, assays, and judges our actions. Time does not rush to conclusions. It simply awaits and then reviews. And in the middle of this reflection, I found myself listening to Bob Marley's Time Will Tell. And that iconic lyric stuck with me. It says, "Time will tell whether you are living in heaven or you are living in hell." I think this is self-explanatory enough. Because time always tells, it may whisper at first, but eventually it speaks loudly enough for everyone to hear. Time, you see, is a silent witness of human existence. It watches us promise, build, pretend, fail, rise, and try again. It does not interrupt. It does not interfere. It simply observes, and later it exposes. And perhaps that is why time feels so powerful. Time is the clean slate given to every human being, a blank canvas handed to us at birth, asking only one question: what will you do with this? Thus, time is one of the human society's biggest currencies, because we literally buy and we literally sell with time. Time allows us to create our masterpieces or our regrets according to the contracts we signed with our lives. And the irony is this: we all receive the same resource, but not all of us leave the same record behind. From here, I would want us to shift our gaze slightly from personal reflection to historical thinking. History at its core has a spirit, but that spirit cannot move on its own. It needs a body. It needs people, it needs institutions, it needs cultures to enable it to move from the realm of what is abstract to the realm of concrete, where you can feel it and you can touch it. So if anybody says history is dead, then the person doesn't really know and understand his life, because history is ever tangible. The fact that it is in the past doesn't mean it is dead. These are what I like to call the affiliates of history. They take history from the abstract realm and bring it into the concrete. They give it flesh. They allow it to breathe. And this brings us to another important question: how does time operate within history? How does time even move history forward? The answer lies in one simple phrase or statement that I learned very early in my undergraduate history class: continuity and change must be understood as not being a series of isolated moments. It is a connected stream. Through continuity, ideas persist. Through change, they adapt. Time links the old world to the present, ensuring that no era exists entirely on its own. Human ideas do not disappear. The good old book says, "Nothing is new under the sun." They replicate, they emerge in new forms, in new places, carried by new voices, but their essence often remains intact. Now, I want you to think about this. Let us imagine the legendary Shaka Zulu of the mighty Zulu Kingdom of South Africa, and Osei Tutu, the founder of the mighty Asante Kingdom in West Africa. Even though they are in different regions, different times, and probably different locations, yet the essence of what they represented, transformation, consolidation, authority, vision, is strikingly similar. Time changed the where, time changed the how, but the idea, the essence itself, is still persisted. This is the fascinating nature of time, of the time-space continuum. It suggests that history is not merely a sequence of events, but a continuation, a long conversation between the past and the present. The attributes change, the expressions evolve, the core ideas survive, and this realization forces us to reflect on our own moment in time, because one day we too will become part of history's record. Our choices, our silences, our courage, our compromises, all of it will be filtered through time, and time will decide what remains and what fades. So perhaps the real question is not whether time will reveal us, because it will. The real question is, what is time revealing about us right now? And more importantly, what essence are we carrying forward into the future? As we close today's episode, I invite you to sit with that thought. Time is not against you. Time is not in a hurry. Time is simply watching, a gentle witness. This has been the Enquirer's Corner. I dedicate today's episode to my own mentor and teacher, Mr. Theophilus Kofi Mensah, also known as Prof. T. Sir, wherever you are, thank you for growing and nurturing that flame of history, that flame of inquiry within me. Thank you.